Igbo bụ Igbo ọma ije eme ọnụ asịkwu daalụ nne kun sesora anyị n'ife anyị na-eme n'iru akwụkwọ asịkwu na mma mmanụ ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ asịkwu nke onye chiri ya selu. All right, once again we are saying to you good morning, good afternoon, good night, depends your time and your beautiful location. You are joining us today at Eastern News 24. Asị mega chukwu okike abịa ma pụrụ ime ihe niile onye na-akpọkwa ya aza. Chukwu nke ukwu gọzie unu niile bụ ndị freedom fighters, bụ ndị na-ekwu eziokwu n'ala Igbo na Biafra. Gọzie Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, gọziekwa Mazi Simon Ekpa. Ise. Alright, anyị agbapụrụ na ya n'ọsọ n'ife wee n'ụbọchị nke taa. Ya bụ ozi na-eji igwe ugbu a n'ilu akwụkwọ a bụ ozi our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ife okwu na DSS custody. Anyị ka bụrụ ipost ya bụ ozi, mana anyị na-eche ka anyị mechaa ife kwesịrị ime na ya before anyị post ọrụ ụmụ Biafra kafa gị. Alright, anyị weta ya bụ ozi insurance asịkwa ka anyị drop ọrụ ụmụ Biafra. Ihe ozi Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ziri ụmụ Igbo, all the Biafrans, all the Eastern Legions, all the old Eastern Legions. When I mean all the old Eastern Legions, gee ntị ka ime ozi Mazi Nnamdi Kanu onye ndu ziri sizie unu. Biko ị ga-esi ya bụ ozi onye ndu ziri kabalụ ka ikwuo your own comment on the comment section below. All right, over to you sir, over to you onye ndu, over to you.
Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has declared that the campaign to make Biafra a reality will not be stopped. Personal message from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I deeply appreciate the abiding solidarity of the people of Biafra and the entire IPOB Noble family against my continued illegal detention. I assure you all that our pursuit of self-determination to its logical conclusion is non-negotiable. Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya in 2021. Despite an order from the appeal court ordering his release, he remains in the custody of the Department of State Services in Abuja to this day. The federal government had filed an appeal with the Supreme Court stating its position on the Biafran leader. He was charged with a treasonable felony, running an illegal society and publishing libelous material, among other things. Ejimako said Kanu, who has been in the custody of the Department of State Services in Abuja since 2021, commended IPOB members for their solidarity in his release. Recall that the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria's civil rights advocacy group asked President Tinubu to free Kanu as a means of implementing national healing.
What does Biafra mean?
It means freedom, liberty, fairness, equity, and justice.
In practical terms, these are very good sounding words, but in practical terms, what does Biafra mean?
Confederation.
So, a weak center,
very weak,
very strong regions.
Absolutely.
Have you had a change of mind, therefore, about getting an independent Biafra? Because that's what I seem to be hearing.
No, I've not changed my mind, no. And independent Biafra means going back to where we were before the white man came.
Okay, so you're not talking about a federation when you say a confederation. You're not talking about a federation as part of Nigeria. You're talking about total independence.
Absolute independence.
Complete independence. Now, is there anything that can happen that will make you change your mind about this particular direction?
No.
So it is either Biafra or nothing else?
Or death, yes.
Or death?
That's correct.
If push comes to shove,
yes,
will you go to war?
No, because truth is a far more potent and deadlier weapon than bullets and mortars.
So no war? You've ruled out the...
Absolutely, I don't believe in war, no war. When I say Biafra or that, I'll keep pushing. Either I am alive, I die in the process, I won't stop. Allow me to repeat, if you don't mind. Had sovereign national conference been convened by the powers that be, where every ethnic national, I said every, I don't care if there's 600, I don't care. Everyone is
all the 500 plus.
Everyone together to say this is, or others can delegate, I don't know, powers to other people to attend on their behalf. Sit down to say, what type of country do we want? Sit down, discuss, agree. I can begin to perhaps submit to your position.
Is it too late?
It is way too late. They've killed too many people. They've ruined too many lives. They've wasted too many souls. How do we bring those people back?
If the federal government, given the agitation that is going on, becomes convinced that, you know what, these people have a point, it is time to actually address all these issues, and they begin to systematically address some of these issues, would you change your mind?
No, because of the deceptions of the past.
No trust.
No trust. Aburi was there, it was negotiated. Nothing happened. 1968, if I recall. And the confab report, what became of it? How about the 3 R's? Reconciliation, reconstruction, and heaven knows what else. What became of them? Nothing. Calabar Seaport is not working. Can you tell me why it's not working? It's a seaport used by the colonial masters. Why is it not working today? How about Iguacha Seaport? Why is it not being used? Why not worry? Why must we allow only Lagos to function as a viable seaport? In England, where I used to live, you had Liverpool, you had the Sun, which is Portsmouth, Southampton, everywhere. You had harbors and ports. So why must you have only one?
I've heard people say these are very valid arguments, and that these are things that are to do with bad governance. So the average Biafran, to use your phrase, or Igbo man in the Igbo, is facing poverty much in the same way that the average guy in Yobe State is facing poverty. And so these are issues of governance. You don't agree with that?
I agree completely.
Okay. So if that is it, why isn't the agitation about tackling the problem, which is ensuring good governance, perhaps starting from locally? Because part of the allegations against you is that you don't confront your political leaders in the East, and you'd like to blame Abuja for everything.
Because the way I would want to solve a problem is not how a Fulani man would want to solve it.
You really believe this is an ethnic thing, and the approach is different?
No, the approach is different. No, it's not ethnic. It is more to do with value system.
Right.
The way you may want to solve a problem could be markedly different from how I do mine.
What is the geographical makeup of Biafra, as far as you are concerned? This Biafra that you want. So, for example, if we're doing a referendum, where will that referendum take place? Is it only the 5?
It's on, no.
It's okay.
It's on, which is River State, Bayelsa, Delta, Anambra, Imo, Enugu, Ebonyi, Cross River.
Akwa Ibom?
And Akwa Ibom, of course. Yes.
Right.
Those are the coasters. Basically,
Bayelsa?
Yes. Southeast and South-South without Edo State.
Without Edo State.
That's correct. And then including Igede, Idoma.
Right, the Benues. So that's the correct. Igalas and part of the Kogi,
yes.
Kogi
yes.
State, right?
Yeah.
Nyosom Wike, the governor of Anambra, sorry, the governor of River State, made a statement, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, and said, you know, you should not be including River State.
It's for the people of River State to decide, not him. I can't decide for Biafrans. They have to go and vote and convince the whole world that they want Biafra. It's not for instance, it's only one man, one vote.
What if they're not even willing to take part in the referendum? Because I've had people from the South, for example, from Bayelsa. I've had people from Cross River. I think there's a famous actress, Kate Henshaw, for example, wrote a long piece about why people of the South don't want to be dragged into a place called Biafra. You're saying, regardless of what they say, you want a referendum in those parts?
Because I know the majority of the people want a referendum. I was in Iguacha yesterday.
How do you know?
I was there yesterday. I was in Iguacha yesterday. You call Port Harcourt. I was there yesterday.
Iboma Jemono, Dalun Linda, for your own time listening to our able voice of our leader. Ganaki Wadiki who was before you. Also, all seen a GSS code study that Biafra is not negotiable. Oh, as in Obi Josu Melom, Obi Josu Mamulele, upon everything this man continue to hold on Biafra, upon all the things, all the evil agendas and our plan. You see, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he continued to hold and he have never disappointed us. Kai, this man is a very good leader and he's really want the best for Biafrans. If only Biafrans can only pay attention to what this man is saying, and if only Biafrans, both our leaders, both the governors, both Ohaneze and Igbo, all the groups in Igbo, if only you can come back together and unite yourself. Tie uchu n'ife onye ndu na-ekwu. Akwụkwụchara ihe niile a asị na a ga-enye restructuring, na a ga-enye Igbo 2023 presidential, na onye Igbo ga-abịa oge release there for the first time release there. Also, these people, the same thing I put in our building, now the structuring, the same thing, they can never give you the opportunity to become a president there. And the gift ka yini se eme n'ilu akwụkwọ yini na okwu plelo akwa obi ade to vote na 25th of February to chaya just get the vote nye INEC declare onye achọ winner. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu once said that after Buhari na onye ga-enye the Tinubu, and the thing have come to pass exactly. Not nothing. This man will be a prophet. Still he continue holding on. It's neither Biafra or dead. And Ngwaboni Beputa, you know, equal against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you know, equal against Simon Ekpa. The same thing Simon Ekpa make it up if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name. The same thing will you DJ. Simon Ekpa kita pick your box. We need push. Ayana agbakwa ya mgba. Ise mgba anyị gbara Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ka anyị na-agbakwa Simon Ekpa, ma Simon Ekpa. Biko John biko ọ dị mma. Mgbe ka ị ga na-eme na ya mara ife. Ndị Hausa emega ihe niile anyị ma n'obodo a. Akwa ahụ ga-appointee onye Igbo nọ n'ebe ahụ. O bugoro ụzọ na-etinyesi ụmụnne ya n'ọlụ. Ngwa Igbo nọ n'ebe ahụ. Igbo one na-ebe a ka njụ na-ajụ ma Igbo gịnị na-eme na anyị? What is happening to us? Ọ gịnị bụ na ya ma njụ ụwa ya ajụ echu uche ka mmadụ? Ọ gịnị bụ na ya ma gbakọta aka ọnụ nyụkọ ọnụ mamịrị ọnụ ka eji mara ndị Igbo ka wee mee nnukwu ife? Ọ gịnị bụ the problem? Onye ọbụla chọrọ ịbụ eze. Ngwa jebụla eze. Upon all the pains Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na-agabiga in Jesus custody, said no. That Biafra freedom is not negotiable. That capital letter is not NON negotiable. It's not negotiable. It's not negotiable. That be very this man continue holding consistency to the sovereign to liberate his people. This man not a prison, not have man could this DST custody or no. He said no, it's not a Biafra or dead. That the Biafra freedom is not negotiable. That people that died during the can Nigerian government bring them back to life? Ya before bullying Bunoku. Obi jupụtem na anwụrị na-asị Igbo bụ Igbo ka a chara na Nigeria. Nakwutenu Mazi Simon Ekpa, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, ka liberate ourselves. That is the only solution in the Igbo land. That is the only solution. Holy yours I gave. Daludi ne kunse sera ni eme. Asi meka chukwu okara gozie Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Gozikwe Mazi Simon Ekpa. Gozikwe Sunday Igbo. All the lovers of freedom fighters. May the Lord Almighty bless you and keep you. He said.